Chris Watkin puts these posts out and he says, he aims it at whoever he's aiming it at, and you can call me on my dog walk between 7 or 8, but I know you won't. And I was like, I'm
Did you ring him?
Yeah, I rang him.
Go on.
I rang him and I was like, I was talking to him about evaluation, and he basically told me you need to learn to love losing the listing.
I think,
and actually, that's really stuck with me, because sometimes it is good to lose the listing.
There's a with or without you energy. I know what we can do. I know how we do it, and I know it works. Let me show you stat stories, whichever way, and it's okay.
But that's going completely against. So when I was working for TM,
list.
That is not that like so. Me being thrown into this like new role was like
kind of rule, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're just saying that about when we go into listings and that sort of like did I do my best, etc. So something I learned within about 6 months of the starting the business, you first start going out to valuations when you're on your own and you haven't got the right stationery, you haven't got the right comps. You're just trying to impress upon them that you'll work really hard for them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And everything in the market, here's one for you. Every property on the market is overpriced, isn't it? There's no property on the market unless it's an auction property or consciously doing offers over that is underpriced.
But you see a lot of offers over that are going offers over the figure that the vendor would hope for, which is still wrong.
I'm getting offers over on some
that's your headline price, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
but
everything has a valuation price.
Yeah. I think you've got to be 5%.
If I say it's worth $1 million,
10% under
actually,
market.
that's what. If somebody disagrees with my valuation, that's kind of what I say. I'm like, that's good, because my valuation process. This is how I value houses. I work out how much you pay for it, what the works you've done, how much house price has gone up, £1 per square foot, and then I take 10% off the seller's price.
There you go. There you go. There's a learn.
I don't think I'm being really serious.
You could sell that as a course. That's a course.
So I learned after that sort of 6 month period to go, okay, I've got all my stuff now. I know how I'm valuing it. I know my method. I know my charm. I know how to build a relationship. I can do this really, really well. But if I didn't win a valuation, it would be the one that would... it was the one that I lost, not the 4 that I won.
Yeah.
That would grind me.
But
I learned to just ask the question, can I ask for my own feedback so that I can do better in the future, so that my business can do better in the future? Tell me what it is that made you choose the other agent you've chosen, or whichever agent, if I knew who it is, and not me. And most times vendors would go, that's pretty humble of you to ask that question. I will give you the feedback.
Yeah.
And people like giving feedback.
Well, it's the fortunes in the follow-up, whether it's good or bad, right?
Because we can learn from that.
Absolutely.
So I've got valuers where, they might win loads of business at a certain price point, but not at another. And that might be a key price point.
I actually think if you learn to not want the listing, people...
It's a different energy.
It's really bizarre.
It's an attraction, isn't it?
It is, because a lady that I've got on the market at the moment, I was the lowest valuation by 50 grand. And actually 75 grand.
It's not us at the top end, was it?
It was, yeah.
No! I'm going to have to have a word.
Yeah. But she said to me, she rang me and she was like, I never follow up my valuations. I'll email them and I'll say, if you need me, just give me a shout. Let me know. Here's the valuations we discussed. If there's something that I need to speak to them about, obviously I will. But like I generally leave people to them. Go and digest. I don't know, but she rang me and she said to me, Katy, I really want to go ahead. God, whichever agent has already called me this morning and put pressure on me. And when you're like, so following up a valuation has deterred that seller from using the agent. Maybe not just.
But also, could it have been the person on the other end of the phone as well?
I think I think if you'd followed up, it might have been different. But the point I'm making, when I say the fortunes in the follow-up, most agents don't follow up through fear. What do you think of that?
I don't know because I don't necessarily.
Because what I'm saying is, it's not following up because I'm desperate to win the business. It could be for something else that happened in the conversation.
I think you should know what their expectation is when you leave that door. So I think you should know, if you're a good valuer, you should have had enough time in that conversation and sat in their front room to understand: is this a WhatsApp person? Is this a phone call person? Is this a leave them alone person? Is this a I'm going to touch base with them in 2 weeks, 2 days, or 3 months? You should really know that off the back of that appointment. Why am I there? Well, his wife's recently passed away. It's clear it's a probate valuation. This person needs time to grieve.
Absolutely,
I'm going to do something nice for them. I'm going to do this, and then I might send them a little something in a week or two to say it was nice to meet you. Keep us in mind.
Yeah.
I did it with a lady in Boston Spa about a year ago. She's still not come to market. I thought she was coming to market. Turns out she wasn't. So we backed off. And then at Christmas last year, I left. We'd got about 10 of these quite nice sort of red bouquet type things. And at certain vendors over the last year, who we really want to work with them in the following year, we dropped them off after Christmas. No, nothing pressure. No, they come to market, just Christmas. And half of those have come to market with us this year. Some of them were on with other agents, by the way, at that point. So it was just a touch base in the right way. And like I say, some vendors, it's just have them on your WhatsApp every now and then. Or if you bump into them somewhere.
But I get this. Yeah. This is where it's different. This is where being different, as long as you know what it is that you do different and that you want to do it your way, works because it's authentic to you, not to. And I think the bit around you going, I'll leave it with them. Or
I tell them, I'm going to leave it with you.
It doesn't make it the wrong way, is it?
But no, but what I mean by that is it works for you.
Yeah.
That's the point. It works for you. And I think what works for you is doing what you've just described. Now, social media has a big place in marketing yourself and your agency.
Yeah.
Tell me what your kind of, because I don't think you were that active on it before, is that right?
Yeah, I'm more of a browser than I was.
You're a voyeur.
Yeah, than I was.
So 2 years ago, you kind
LinkedIn, definitely not. I find LinkedIn really stiff though. I'm like, it's like walking into, I don't know, a room full of,
my LinkedIn is like the cupboard with all the shit in it. And it's like, I want to open the door and sort it out. But equally, I'm like, nah.
Why is LinkedIn like that? Just starting that on that platform.
Recruiters.
I think it's...
You get told off if you're too, like, if it's too casual on there.
Yeah, you do.
Not for LinkedIn, it's for Facebook.
Yeah, I
just feel like it's packed with recruiters.
Yeah.
It should be a good tool for I would say the premium market, because you would hope
corporates, execs.
Yeah, you'd hope you're getting in front of people who are earning a certain level of money, and therefore they've got a certain value of house, and therefore they're homeowners. They might be developers, they might be investors, they might be homeowners, but you'd hope that you're getting regionally in front of the right people. I feel like LinkedIn is very national, international. Yeah,
so LinkedIn isn't really for local market. I think because obviously with EXP you've got like downlines. I think for me LinkedIn is more about people in the industry and like sharing like that my story with people.
Yeah, your big news.
They're not my clients.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think.
So it's more. I get what you're saying.
There's also other ways to use it, isn't there? For example, there's an agency. How long until this comes out?
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, there's an agency that's recently sold their business.
You said 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, we're going to come on to the budget.
No, I'm more thinking about how this comes